If you care about strong, productive soil that keeps giving season after season, you're in the right place. Welcome back to Nature's Fix, where we focus on real methods that serious gardeners can rely on long term. Before we dig in, take a moment to subscribe and join a community focused on practical, proven growing techniques that save money and rebuild soil naturally. Most commercial fertilizers only feed plants temporarily, but living microbe liquids rebuild the underground ecosystem that plants depend on. When soil microbes multiply, they unlock nutrients, protect roots from disease, improve moisture retention, and dramatically increase plant vigor. The biggest advantage is that these microbe-rich liquids can be made using kitchen scraps that normally get thrown away, turning waste into one of the most powerful soil enhancers available. So, rice water acts as a microbial wake-up signal for tired soil. Rice water is honestly one of the fastest ways to jumpstart microbial life in soil because it contains these complex carbohydrates that beneficial bacteria just thrive on. When uncooked rice is rinsed, the cloudy water actually contains starch compounds that feed lactobacillus and other helpful microbes. These organisms, in turn, break down organic matter into plant-available nutrients and, suppress harmful fungi in the soil. To create a quick tonic, simply rinse 1 cup of raw rice with 2 cups of water until the liquid becomes milky. This solution can then be applied directly to seedlings or container plants once per week. For a stronger fermentation version, you'll want to store the rice water in a loosely covered jar at room temperature for about 2 to 3 days until it develops a mild sour smell. Dilute 1 part fermented rice water with 10 parts water before applying it to the root zones. Gardeners often notice improved root development and faster transplant recovery within about 2 weeks. Oat water delivers nitrogen while improving water absorption and pest resistance. Oats provide a natural nitrogen source that supports leafy growth and, honestly, vibrant plant color. They also contain saponins, which are natural compounds that help water penetrate compacted soil while, discouraging soft-bodied pests like slugs. To prepare oat water, just soak 2 tablespoons of uncooked rolled oats in 1 liter of water for about 6 to 12 hours. Stir or shake it occasionally until the water turns cloudy and, slightly foamy. Strain the oats and pour the liquid around leafy vegetables such as spinach, kale, lettuce, and herbs every 10 days. Garden beds treated with oat water often show darker foliage and stronger leaf production, especially during those early growth stages when nitrogen demand is at its highest. So, milk provides readily available calcium that strengthens plant cell walls and, helps prevent disorders like blossom end rot in tomatoes and peppers. When milk is exposed to sunlight, the proteins in it actually create a mild antifungal reaction, which can help control powdery mildew. Molasses, on the other hand, complements this by feeding beneficial soil microbes and providing trace minerals that, assist nutrient transport. To make this solution, just mix 1 cup of milk with 1 cup of water and then stir in 1 tablespoon of molasses. So, this solution can actually be sprayed on leaves every 10 to 14 days to help control fungal diseases, or it can be poured around the base of your plants to improve calcium uptake. Gardeners who struggle with fruit deformities often notice some real improvements after just 2 or 3 applications during the fruit development stage. Potato peel tea, it really helps build stronger root systems and boosts a plant's stress tolerance. Potato peels are packed with potassium, phosphorus, and magnesium, which are all essential for root strength and, proper water regulation. Strong roots, honestly, they allow plants to handle drought, temperature swings, and even transplant shock much more effectively. To prepare potato peel tea, just collect peels from 3 medium potatoes and simmer them in 1 liter of water for about 20 minutes. Once the liquid has cooled completely, go ahead and strain it, dilute the tea with equal parts water, and then apply it to root crops, flowering plants, or even newly transplanted seedlings every couple of weeks. gardeners frequently report improved root mass and stronger stem growth after consistent applications. Banana peels are, honestly, extremely rich in potassium, which really fuels flower formation and fruit development. Fermentation extracts these nutrients quickly and multiplies beneficial microbes that enhance nutrient absorption. To start, chop 2 banana peels into small pieces and place them in a jar that's filled with water. Next, add 1 teaspoon of brown sugar or molasses to encourage the fermentation process. Now just leave the mixture covered loosely for about 3 to 5 days, until you notice bubbling and the liquid becomes darker. Dilute 1 cup of this concentrate into 10 cups of water, and then, apply it to your flowering plants once a week during bud formation. Many gardeners observe increased flower size, improved fruit sweetness, and even longer blooming periods after using this method. Charged biochar, creates long-term microbial housing and really boosts soil fertility. It provides a permanent habitat for microbes while also improving water and nutrient retention. However, raw biochar must be activated before use. To do this, crush the biochar into small fragments and soak it in a mixture of water, compost or worm castings, and 1 tablespoon of molasses. Then, allow the char to absorb the microbial solution for about 24 to 48 hours. When you add this charged biochar to soil, it acts like a long-term reservoir that supports microbial populations for years to come. Just a single handful mixed into your planting holes or garden beds can, honestly, dramatically improve soil structure and nutrient efficiency. Yeast solution, actually stimulates root hormone production in stressed plants. Baker's yeast produces natural growth hormones that encourage root expansion and, reduce transplant shock. To make this, just dissolve 1 teaspoon of dry yeast and 1 teaspoon of sugar in 1 liter of lukewarm water. Let the mixture activate for about 1 hour until you see foam form on top. Then, apply the solution directly to seedlings or struggling plants once every 2 weeks. Gardeners, honestly, often notice faster root establishment and stronger early growth when yeast tonic is used after transplanting. These zero-cost microbe liquids really prove that healthy soil does not require expensive inputs, just an understanding of how natural processes support plant growth. Consistency is the key to success, and rotating these liquids based on plant growth stages creates a balanced soil ecosystem that keeps improving over time. If this guide helped you discover new ways to strengthen your garden naturally, make sure you subscribe to Nature's Fix and share this with a fellow gardener who values soil health and sustainable growing.